Hello, beloved ones. Hamilton here, the human MRI psychic surgeon, prosperity alchemist. And I'm just here today to talk about the burden of being the favorite child. So where are my golden, my golden children here? There is a saying that don't judge a man unless you've walked a mile in his shoes. And here's the thing, when I look at the wounds that we often talk about, or just the experiences of being the rebellious child, it's kind of like, yeah, the favorite child had it best and all that. But I must say, today I was like, it's high time that I talk about this because I've worked with a lot of golden children. I call them the golden children, I've worked with a lot of them. And it's quite interesting because even you, probably you are listening, you are one of those favorite child, and you are listening. And for you, when somebody's talking about, oh, the critical mother, the absent mother, the whatever different mothers that mother wound that we talk about, or even the father wound, for you, it's like, I haven't had that experience. So you can't relate with the rebellious child, the black sheep of the family, because you are the one who has loved the most. But I have a privilege of being able to step in somebody's auric fields, because this is what I do. When I connect with people, I step into the auric fields to see exactly what is happening. So you come through, oh, this is my dream. And when I step into your auric fields, I'm just gonna check in. And often I find that, oh, yeah, I hear you. Consciously, yes. But when I check into energetic fields, not aligned at all. So when I look at the golden child, like I said, it's the burden of being the favorite child. It's the invisible prison, because you're not only dealing with the fact that you are not living your life, you are carrying the expectations, kind of like who you are being, the decisions that you take, your achievement, everything is the baseline of what we call success or achievement in your family, right? So besides being the family, the favorite child, where yeah, like all the parents have these expectations on you, you also have this resistance as well from your other siblings because they are not given the attention that you are given, right? On the surface, physically, it seems like, oh, you having it best and all that. But what people don't realize is that you have this soul crushing weight of knowing or even fear that just one slip up could shatter your parents' dreams, right? So you live in this fear, because when I step into the golden child, like many people that are connected with who are loved by their parents, I realize that their energy is not even theirs. They are not living their lives for themselves. Their life, their dreams is more for the parent. They have to live and end that validation, because that's what they've been given this identity of a good girl, a good boy, So you have this weight that you are carrying, and even if you don't like something, you are not really aligned with something. Sometimes, let's just go to the marriage, for instance. You may be married to an ideal man or an ideal woman that your parent, according to your parent standard. Hello, you are marrying according to your parent standard, not what you like, not what you love. And then you stay there, you are miserable, but you cannot even think of getting out, because if you get out, you're gonna disappoint your parents. It's kind of like sending them to an early grave, and that's a big burden to carry as a person, And this as well, from what I've realized, is that you make decisions not for what you like, but for what your parents like. But you are the one who gets to live that life, whatever standard. Like, this is an ideal partner for your parents. But then when it comes to you, especially when you look at your parents, they're looking at the safety, right? Does this person have enough money? Are they earning enough? They give you safety and all that? But often when I check in and we dive deep, I realize that there's a lot of stuff that is missing. For instance, sex is one of them, where it's kind of like, yeah, he provides or she does this, but when it comes to this, I don't get that. There is no fulfillment when it comes to that deep connection. It's kind of like, it's fine, it serves the purpose of how we look like outside, but it doesn't serve the purpose of how I really feel. And what I often find as well when it comes to your business as well, it's more like these parents are also running the show behind, because who how you show up in the boardroom is how you show up in the bedroom is how you show up in the boardroom. These two things are interrelated, right? So what I realize is that sometimes you are not happy, you don't even want to be with your partner, you are sexually starved, or the other partner is cheating, and a lot of stuff that happens. But then because you can't get out of it, how is it gonna look like in your family if at all you have divorced, you are a divorce, you can't, what, so you have to push it through, you have to hold on, because that's the idea that your parents have for you, that or they wouldn't understand. And even for you, you are living under this identity that you were given of how it is to be a man, of how it is to be a woman. So you're not living your life, golden child, right? So if you don't relate with other people when they're talking about, oh, my mother was not there for me, my father was not there, and all that, you are dealing with carrying the burdens of their dreams, the unfulfilled dreams. It's not even the dreams that they have fulfilled, it's what they have not fulfilled. They're getting themed by who you being, by your achievements, right? So most of you are driving yourself to also an early grave because you are carrying the burden that is not yours. You are carrying the expectations that are weighing on your shoulders, and nobody sees that, because it's kind of like you're just allowed. Even your behavior, you have to behave a certain way because you have these shoes and this identity that have been, yeah, spelled out for you. So you have to live through that. What they don't see is also the kind of person who goes to bed with the knots in their stomach. Because when I connect to the favorite child, the weight that is on that solar plexus, it's crazy. The pain that is there, you may not feel it physically, but energetically is there, because you are not in your power. You've given your power to your parents, you've traded your power for love, you've traded your energy for love, and that's costing on you. It's costing on your joy, on your happiness, on you living the truth, your desires. So you're going to bed with this whole, being terrified of becoming a disappointment to these people. You are not living your life, and that's not the way to go. This is why you get to heal. And the first thing that I do when I work with you, like the people that I've worked with, that the first thing that I do is to disconnect you from the energy, your energy, because your energy right now, it has meshed with your parents' energy. You don't even know what is true for you and what is not. Even when people are talking about what is it that you want, you may say what you think you want, but when you look at it deeper, it's just what is expected of you, because you have been groomed to fit this role since you were a child. That's why you are a golden child. That's why you are the favorite child. That's why you can't relate with you not being loved, because you have been loved and all that. But on the other hand, there is a lot of sometimes even unspoken expectations on you. It's like, this is who you have to be, this is how you have to be. And sometimes it's you have not achieved that, but you can also achieve it because your energy is coming from disparicy, right? You want to do it so badly that you end up pushing it away. You are not in alignment with your energetic fields first, your unique signature blueprint, and you are trying to push things that are not even yours, and that is coming from desperation, also the need for validation. So I just wanted to come here. And while we're still talking about these wounds, these identities, because we are in the week of the mother. So the mother, whether it's the divine mother or the physical, the physical mother, isn't like the mother who gave birth to you, or the one who adopted you, or the mother-in-law. Yeah. This is why I've offered a taken 200 euro off of my one-on-one session. So if you are somebody who is like, how it's like you're speaking to me right now, and I wanna have a conversation, please reach out and take advantage of this, because it's only a few days, and either we go through the date that I've set for it, which is a few days left before that offer is gone, or if the spots are filled, then it's gonna be off maybe tomorrow. So reach out and book that call and take advantage of the 200 euro off just by using the mother discount coupon code. You get that, which is like, seriously, it's a no-brainer. you know. And another thing that I also wanted to share here, I'll post about it, but I just wanted to share here, if you are somebody who's also having psychic attacks and all that, I have a call soul protection, a healing session for you. I have not made a video for, I mean, a whatever page, where you can log in and all that. I forgot the name right now. I've not made a page for it, but I'm offering it at a giveaway of $44.95, which is also, it'll be crazy to let it go. But I'm gonna do a post about it separately. Right now, I'm talking about you getting on a session so that we can release those golden handcuffs of being the favorite child, the burden that you are carrying of your family. It's time that you align with your unique signature blueprint and live the life that you deserve. It's time that you shatter those invisible income ceiling and the intimacy barriers, because it doesn't mean that because you're in a relationship or you're married, you don't have intimacy barriers. You do, because some of you are married or you are in a relationship, but you are more like roommates. You don't know how it is to be intimate with each other. You don't have conversations where you look at each other in the eyes. You are more just fulfilling the roles. It's more like you're in a business relationship. Oh my God. And some of you have your partners who are already stepping out to go look for that intimacy outside, because you are in that relationship or in that marriage with the baggage, the expectations that are your parents. You are not in there for you, so you cannot have the level of intimacy that you deserve unless you release that. And it's not at a mindset level. It's energetically. Like I said, I've worked with people whose energy has merged with their parents and they don't even realize it. You hear the voices, even the desires that are of your parents, the critics and all that is weighing on you heavily as if it's you, but it's not you. And this is where I come in as a human MRI psychic surgeon, because what I do when I say I step into orifice and I get to feel beyond what you can feel, I can feel the weight that is even on your soul, which is different from when somebody's telling you, like when you go to therapy, where it's more like, okay, fine, look at this. What was happening? Was your parents there and all that? And it's kind of like, but everything was fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I get to tell you what you don't know. I don't need you to tell me what is going on. I'll tell you because your body's going to bring it all out. Your inner child is screaming because even though they are decorated and all that, they're being held by these golden handcuffs. And the question is, are you willing to release those, or are you going to go through life on the surface being perceived as the loved one, being the one who is like when you talk about complain about something, your siblings are rolling eyes or other people are rolling eyes like, oh, that one is the most loved one, but you know how it feels within. Because when I step into these people's oracles, when I was working with them, I was like, I'm just okay not being the favorite child. I don't think I can. The weight that comes with it is too much for a soul, it's too much for your body, it's too much for a heart. And even your partner, they want to make love with you. They want you. They don't want to have a copy of your parents. Like I said, you are trying to fulfill the unfulfilled dreams of your parents. When are you going to live your own life? So if you're ready to shatter those invisible income ceiling and intimacy barriers, reach out and let's have a conversation, because it's time that you make love with life.